Hey there, traders. It's Nico here from our head office in PE today. And on this side of the office, you'll see the rest of Try Trading and Block Trading. So we're going to start our market update video real quick for you guys. We've got quite a bit of charts to talk about here for Bitcoin on the daily. First of all, we can see that currently on the daily, we're still respecting this $30,500 area as support. And I believe that this area will continue to hold until it breaks. I won't be looking for any longer term, medium term shorts. Right now, I think we're just pretty much going to play this range between 30,500 and about let's call it 34,500. So it's about a $4,000 range. Plenty of space for us to make some profits. Right now on the daily, we are closing on higher highs, but we're still printing lower lows. So if we can somehow get a higher low over the next week, I would expect Bitcoin to overall make its way much higher to about 37,800 perhaps would be my next target. But for now, I'm cautious. I'm not taking any positions in this market. I want to see how it reacts from these levels. Let's go down to the 4-hour chart, and we'll be able to see this is where we wanted to take a long position around 34,700, 34,600. We closed this position yesterday for a small loss. Before that position was closed, we actually took that short from around 37,000. If you guys can recall, if you chose to keep that short open, you should have made some decent profits. I know some of you said that you made about 3 or 4% extra just by holding that short. Well done. But for now, I'm in no position. I'd be looking actually for a buy opportunity around 30,500 short term, medium term. I wouldn't be looking to short Bitcoin from this area. We see zero volume on this downward move. So no participation from any sellers really, which does make me think that this is all profit taking after the pump that Elon Musk started a couple of days ago. So perhaps we could see another extension to the upside if Bitcoin takes out 34,700 on a 4-hour closing basis. I'd be looking for an extension back up to 37,000, as I said before. But I'm not looking to short here. I'm actually looking to buy 30,500 if we start dipping to the downside. Okay, so let's talk about Ethereum. Ethereum is kind of giving us a little bit of a buy opportunity at the moment, but I'm going to still remain cautious around these levels. I think after the monthly closes, let me talk about the monthly close real quick here on Bitcoin. We can see that the monthly close was not too bad actually. But the thing to remember, we've got quite a decent volume being printed on this monthly candle, and it didn't retain 50% of the initial move on a closing basis, which is not necessarily the best sign, but this is not a bearish reversal candle either. So we're kind of neutral based on the monthly close, leaning a little bit more to the bearish side, short term perhaps. So let's keep an eye on that. And then let's talk about the monthly close for Ethereum as well, because this will lead into the shorter term and medium term time frames going into the next week. So decent monthly candle close here for Ethereum. I would be very bullish on this actually, taking out the previous monthly close back in 2018 January of about, what is that? What was that closing? $1,110.14. So we actually took out our longer term swing high, which is extremely bullish, but it doesn't mean that we won't see some pullbacks here. The monthly stochastics in a critical zone starting to cross to the downside. In and of itself, not a dooming signal, but RSI also way above in the overextended zone here, critical zone. So perhaps we do see a pullback fairly soon, but I would be looking at that as an opportunity. based on the fact that on the monthly candle closes, we're closing on new all-time highs. That's extremely bullish. Same with Bitcoin, new all-time highs on the monthly. But that doesn't mean we're just going to skyrocket to the moon from this point. So we're going to be looking for opportunities to buy lower. On the weekly chart for Ethereum, the major zone that I'm paying attention to is this 10 simple moving average around $1,000. Perhaps we could even get as low as the 21 exponential moving average around $800 for a nice pullback. We'll short, obviously, if we see an opportunity to start shorting our way back down there. But for now, I think Ethereum's pretty much going to grind out these this range between $1,250 and let's call it $1,450. So let's see how it grinds out this range. As soon as we close a 4-hour candle above $1,450, I'd be looking for another extension up to the very least. I would say about $1,550, but we'll keep an eye on that. To the same token, if Ethereum takes out this previous swing low on a 4-hour closing basis at around $1,240, I'd be looking for another extension back down to $1,150. So a decent range here, but I'd be looking for this $1,150 as a potential opportunity to go long. Moving averages are agreeing with me, but we can see that the volume signature is showing us that there's less and less participation at these highs, which is, it's showing us some consolidation here. And after this consolidation, once this is resolved, we're going to see some extreme volatility, and we want to get on the right side of the market when that happens. So patience is the game here. No position is a position, as my mentor used to say. You don't always have to be in a trade to make money. So then let's end off quickly with Chainlink. Chainlink is also starting to look a little top heavy here for me, in my opinion. I'd be looking for any kind of pullback as another opportunity. Again, I don't think any of these are bearish as of yet. Major level of structure around $20 per Chainlink. I'd be looking for that as an opportunity, even as low as $17.30. That's the 10 simple. And then we could as well see a $15 Chainlink moving into the month of February. Let's talk about some shorter term time frames here. You can see Chainlink currently just ranging pretty much between $25 and about $20. Nice $5 range on a 2-digit asset. So it's not too bad. It's pretty decent gains that could be made here. But right now, like I said, no position at this moment. I'd actually still look for Chainlink to make a try to the upside. Perhaps we could sweep the highs around $24, maybe even make our way up to $25. But for me personally, I wouldn't be looking to take a position right now, unless we get back down to $20, maybe even $18. We're looking at that as a buy opportunity. So thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you guys trade safe and have a lovely, lovely day. Cheers for now. Bye-bye.
Good morning, guys. Hope everyone's well. So as you've seen, Niku is in the building. He's here for a few days. So let's quickly start with the market breakdown on Binance Coin. So as previously mentioned last week, guys, we were expecting some form of a breakdown. This was a failed head and shoulders pattern. So definitely not looking to the downside for this anymore. So what we'll be looking at now is for that push to that upper bound limit on this pitchfork. There we can potentially look for some shorter term short positions. I was really hoping for Binance Coin to come to this lower limit to give us a good risk reward trade on this. So currently, as you can see here from the ADX, so this, guys, is the average directional index. This shows to you what the momentum of a move is, if a market is trending or if it's just in consolidation. So as you can see on the daily, that this blue line here, that's the momentum indicator of the trend. This is below 20. This is showing me that there's no clear momentum in the upward direction on the bullish market. So currently we can see the directional index is starting to break bullish. So once we can see the ADX coming above 20, that will confirm the bullish momentum. But currently just consolidation really. I think this is a lot of profit taking maybe as well. Nothing much on Binance Coin that interests me at the moment. We'll still be monitoring this, guys. And also, if you have not yet, please mark up your chart using this pitchfork. There's a lot of value in this to analyze price. It just cleans up the chart for you to clearly show you how price works in slopes. And these you can use as your trend line. See all this reaction of the median. Look at this upper bound here, all that reaction. So please do use this tool. You will find it here in your toolbox at, let me just show you guys here. There it is, pitchfork. So please draw that onto your chart so that we are looking at the same thing. Monero, guys, again, just looking at the ADX as well, this has been constantly losing momentum. There's no clear trend currently. So what we are waiting for on Monero is for it to come to break down to this lower bound on the trend line. This is where we'll be looking at longer term buying opportunities. Also, like I mentioned on Friday or Thursday, I said that we are stuck between these two ranges here. There we had the breakdown, the retest, the breakdown again, the retest again. So up until we don't break out of this range on this lower bound structure, I wouldn't be looking to do much in this area here. What I would be looking for is still buying off this trend line. Obviously, we're going to come in a little bit higher, average in around about, what is this, 116. From there, we'll start averaging in. But if we can start getting a break above these zones, let me just show you guys. These are the consolidation zones. We need to start seeing some momentum or some breakouts. So if we can get a breakout, a retest that holds, then we can start seeing this going higher. I do still favor the move to the downside first, to spike these lows, to grab some liquidity. I don't think it's just going to move up from here, but we could be wrong. So let's monitor that on Monero's side. NEO as well, guys. So here was that small head and shoulders pattern that we were looking at. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. There was the break. But again, what I said is we need to see the break of this structure level here. That was also a little order block there. So a lot of liquidity sitting there. Again, ADX moving down. So there's no momentum in this move. It's still just this all year. It's just a massive range waiting for a break either to the upside or to the downside. Obviously, we are bullish longer term on crypto. There's various reasons for that, but I would definitely like to get in on this lower bound. I still see this as a flag. I would still like to see this break to the downside. And our ideal entry area for NEO would be 15.54, even a little bit lower to $13. This is where we would ideally be looking to get in. If we start breaking down this 20 level, there's not much where price can actually catch a bid. So therefore, I think price can then really start dropping down to this 15 level. And that is where we will capitalize on some long positions. But for now, guys, as previously mentioned, this is all just consolidation. Since the start of the 7th of Jan, it's now already almost a month. Price has gone absolutely nowhere. Look where this candle closed on the 7th of Jan. Look where price is now. Really no movement. We don't want to get stuck in any of that. So we will keep you guys updated. Have a great week, guys, and trade safe.